Hey guys, it's Tuesday on the turbo for a session today. So I've got 8 max seated sprints, 10 10-second sprints. Actually, before the long sprints, I've got a 2-minute anaerobic test effort. I've done my max sprint, so I'm just spinning my legs out now and have a go at that. See how that goes. Then to end the session, I've got some torque work, so aim for 6 or 7 by 3 minutes at 95 Newton meters. Try and progress it from last week. That'll be really good. A nice chill day yesterday, but I woke up this morning and like the nerve in my leg, it's not feeling great, but did like 15 minutes of rehab exercises. That made it feel much better. And then this first 40 minutes warm up on the bike, including those 8 sprints. Started out all right, then it got worse, started getting a bit numb, and I did my 8 sprints and it's feeling better. Yeah, sometimes the sprints aggravate it, sometimes the sprints make it worse. The max sprint seems to be all right, but I did 5-second sprints on session on Saturday last week, and that aggravated the psoas, so just need to be careful with it. But yeah, feeling good, feeling really warm. Fan wasn't working, fan was on the verge of death, so it's probably, even though I got it on the max setting, it's probably not pushing as much air as normal. And I guess it's going to be super humid because it's been so wet today and past few days really. Yum. Efforts are short, so the effect of the heat isn't too bad really, even if it's quite warm today. Well, humid. So yeah, spin the legs out and then have a crack at the 2-minute. I used to fucking hate the 2-minute, but last one I did 8 weeks ago was fantastic and I quite enjoyed it. So yeah, just have a crack, see how long I can stay afloat above 600 watts essentially. I mean, ideally match 8 weeks ago where I did 630, but get close to that, I'll be happy. Woo. Oh my god, that's the anaerobic test effort burn. God, your chest just feels hollow. Oh, woo. Struggling for every breath. Started out conservative, like dancing around 600 watts, maybe like 590. The last 40 seconds, started winding it up, just stayed in the same gear. I was doing like 100 RPM, and I just kept in the same gear, and I wound it up, and so I was at 110 RPM by the end, doing 700 watts. So just ramped it up for that last 30 seconds, definitely. Yeah. Really good, happy with that, can't complain. Whew. Spin the legs out for a minute, have my sit down, and then crack on with the long sprints, 10 by 10. Oh, there we go, really good session that, very happy with that. So yeah, 2-minute effort was good, then moved on to my 10 by 10 second sprints, and I'll have a look at the numbers, but good few of them were well over 1,000, well, decently over 1,000, probably still under 1050, but good sprints. Then moved on to the torque work and yeah, felt really good for it. Felt like I finally unlocked some extra power from the left leg. So how I have it set up is on my Wahoo, I control my kicker core. So I've got the kicker core reading on my Wahoo, and I have my Asioma dual recording on my Whoosh. Now for sprints, up to about 30 seconds, the Asioma reads higher. I think single-sided left-sided Asioma, and then anything over that, anything from 1 minute to 10 hours, the Asioma reads lower than my kicker core, and I always think it's a mix between my left side being a bit weaker and maybe the kicker core reading slightly higher anyway. So normally when I'm doing these high torque efforts, I've got the erg mode set to 420 watts. But on the screen I've got the Asioma and it's normally saying like 380, 390, so it's like 30 watts lower. Today I managed 6 by 3 minutes at 95 Newton meters, and for the first 5 reps the Asioma was reading like 420, 430, so that indicates that I'm getting some more out of this left leg, so maybe my rehab's working. On the final effort it was back down to 380, as my leg was getting fatigued, I assume. That's obviously great if if I can just unlock a little bit more power from this left leg if the rehabs are working, or maybe my power meter was just reading weirdly today. But I like to be optimistic and think that I have a 320 watts that I could be gaining. If the typical offset is like 30-40 watts for that sort of effort, then that's 15 or 20 watts in the bag that I could gain if I could bring that left-right balance into alignment, essentially. But yeah, spin out the legs for another 15-20 minutes, get some more carbs in, then hop off. Good stuff. Well done, Tom. Sweaty, but not absolutely cooking. What day is it? It's Wednesday. Just finishing up 2.5 hours zone 2 on the turbo, spending some good time in TT position. Had a big session in gym yesterday, so nice and easy today. And then I've got a TT tempo session tomorrow, so spend a little bit of TT time today. Then I've got some big long efforts tomorrow. I got 4 by 30 minutes, so yeah, that'll be good. See how we cope with those. The usual, cracking on my rehab, trying to work on this nerve issue in my left leg. Thought I saw some nice improvements yesterday, which was good. Felt fine at the gym. Hopefully I'm making good progress there, and I'm optimistic about it. Hey guys, it's Thursday. Just finishing my warm-up now, and then I'll crack on with my TT tempo session. So today I've got 4 by 30 minutes TT tempo, so around that 320 watt range, but mainly doing it to feel, really. Trying to find a comfortable position on the bike and sustaining that for the close to 30 minutes as possible. Inevitably I'll have some little breaks in there. Legs feeling tight, slight discomfort in the saddle sort of thing. Legs are feeling tight this morning, but you know, crack on with the efforts. When I did them last week, the first one, legs were like extremely tight, but then I got better and better throughout the session. Just crack on with it and see how it goes, really. There's some big long efforts, but yeah, be a good training stimulus. I think the fan's on its last legs. It's dying on me this morning. Might need to go get a new one, but yeah, overall feeling good, so yeah. Got it weighed down already. I'm ready for the session. Oh my word, 4 by 30 minutes at TT tempo done. Yeah, hard work that. Started out hard, so last week it started out hard and then got better and better throughout the session. This week kind of started out not as bad, and then it finished really hard. Just getting used to that achy feeling in the legs for prolonged efforts. But that's kind of consistent between all the efforts, and I'd only say that last effort it was starting to bite, mainly because of saddle sores. I'd say this saddle's a lot better than my old one, but still not perfect. Maybe an ISM would be better for me, or I just need to get used to this one more. Maybe I'm still wriggling around too much. It's only really felt it in the final effort, but it's definitely been better. Really happy with that. That's 2 hours of work, like solidly above 300 watts, like 320 odd. And yeah, time in the TT position. Just do another half an hour spin, top me up to 3.5 hours for the day, and then hop off. Oh, good work. Again, weighing down the trainer worked perfectly. I mean, I got off once to go for a wee. The trainer's hardly moved with 2 hours of work at above 300 watts, like 3 hours total. It's not bad, that. Works like a charm. Just been having a look at the data from today's session, so diving into each 30-minute effort, seeing what power, heart rate and cadence I did and putting them into my spreadsheet, and I literally did the same power
cadence and heart rate, taking the mean of the 4 efforts, the power, cadence and heart rate were exactly the same as my session last week where I did 4 by 25 minutes. So for the 4 by 30 minutes, it was exactly the same. Bro, I'm a metronome. I didn't even have lap on my Wahoo. I was just doing it to feel. That's crazy. Here we go again, on the bike for another session today. Got sprints and high torque work. Well, I've only got high torque work left to do, and then heat. So I had 8 max seated sprints, which are good, 10 max seated 10-second sprints, which are also alright. They're always hard work, those long sprints. You have to work hard for them, but yeah, happy with those. Just finished the 10 seconds now. Still recovering, a little bit like the anaerobic stuff where your heart's beating really big thuds. But yeah, good stuff. So spin out the legs for a little bit now, then have a go at the high torque works. On Tuesday, I managed 6 by 3 minutes at night, around 95 Newton meters. So today I'll aim for 7 by 3 minutes. I reckon I was close to 7 by 3 on Tuesday. I didn't try that 7th rep, but got the 6 comfortably. Well, managed the 6, I would not say comfortably. So if I dig deep today, I haven't got the test effort in my legs, because I had a 2-minute test effort on the Tuesday. See if I can get 7, and then finish off. Final 50 minutes I'll do is heat. So yeah. Having a go at these efforts for high torque, and it's, yeah, first one, I just know the trainer's playing up. Trainer just feels completely different to normal. Like when I did this Zwift race for Zwift Academy, where it was like enforced trainer difficulty and the gradient was controlled by Zwift, there's a way the resistance kicks in at like very unnatural parts of the pedal stroke, and it feels like that in erg mode at the moment, when normally it's a lot more smoother, the resistance. So like I just got like a minute and a half into an effort there. So I'm trying to aim for 95 Newton meters, but the resistance, my cadence dropped slightly, and the resistance is going to like 120 Newton meters, 100 higher. Wouldn't be reflected in the power and the cadence because it like gets smoothed, but I can just tell it's playing up differently. So yeah, have another go at seeing if it can work. Try different gear, be lower on the cassette. I don't know. I feel like it would have been better higher on the cassette, to be honest, but all perks of the game. Need to go find myself a 10% hill. Not in this weather. I'd be getting massive wheel slip anyway. Be horrible. Right, let's try and get this to work then. Managed to do the first effort. Just need to stick it in a bigger gear, so further down the cassette. But when I've used erg mode, high torque efforts in that sort of gear before, I have got gear slip, like chain slip, and that's ruined the effort because you go into the spiral of doom. So just try and keep more steady on the pedals, consistent power output, so I don't get that slippage. So maybe a little bit higher, well, that one was a bit higher cadence, like 44 RPM. But yeah, keep going with it, see how these go. Whew. Wasn't pretty, clearly not feeling nearly as good as on Tuesday, but yeah, got it done. That was 6 by 3 minutes. That was 6 by 3 minutes. Cadence was higher than I'd like probably average 45 when I'm aiming for 42, but yeah, still 6 by 3 minutes is good going. Like, I worked hard for that. Last two reps were hard work. That last one, I mean, the thing is, like, the quality of the effort, the harder you're trying, just means the quality of the effort's lower, just because you have you use a high cadence to get through it. Still quality work, 6 by 3 minutes, same as on Tuesday. So then try and get 7 by 3 minutes next week. Yeah, just wasn't in the legs today. You can't see linear progress every session, you know. And trying to match a good session that I did earlier in the week, like, that's good going. I've had 3 intensity days in the last 5 days, because rest day yesterday, day before that, had TT tempo, which is also good. So 3 quality sessions this week, so can't complain with that, can you? So yeah, spin the legs out, get some carbs down me, and then last 50 minutes of heat. Whew, good work, Tommy. We're going the wide lens. Whoa. Whoa. How wide can we go? There we go, 50 minutes of heat. A bit lower power today, just doing it to feel. Don't want to blow myself up for no reason. But yeah, good session that, can't complain. Yeah. There we go, just finishing off 2 hours zone 2 on the turbo. Nice and easy ride, got a TT tempo session tomorrow, so yeah, I'll see how that goes. Gonna train Monday to Friday next week and then have Saturday, Sunday off. But yeah, been like 15 hours for the week. Last week I did like 16 hours, but it was like 950 TSS, so I was originally thinking like, get back up to that 18-hour range, but the TSS was a bit higher than I expected just because of the nature of the intensity of the sessions. Now TSS isn't everything, but then weekly mileage hours is also is everything. So taking them both into account, I'm like, okay, 16 hours is fine, and 952 TSS is higher than I'd like at the moment. So just doing 15 hours this week, but going to be around 900 TSS. It's higher than I anticipated for these past 2 weeks, but I feel fine and cut down the mileage, the total hours, just to try and accommodate for that a little bit. So yeah, next week's probably going to be 16 hours, 950 TSS again, and then I've got a rest week after that where I'll do 15 hours but reduce volume at intensity. It'll be like 700 TSS rather than 900. So feeling good. Hop off now and chill out for a bit.